What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Comic Solution coming at you once again. Today we are going to be doing some unboxing of some Rivals of Ixalan cards. I have the Vraska deck, which you can see right here, the Engraph deck, which you can see right here. I also have some boosters to show you guys, and I have some cards from the pre-release event, which I will also be showing you guys. If you don't know about a pre-release event, you guys should totally check it out, especially if you're fans of Magic the Gathering, or if you enjoy any kind of trading card or collectible trading card game. It's very enjoyable. Basically what you do is you get 5 booster packs. You have to build a 40-card deck from those booster packs, which is an interesting challenge because you only have about 30 minutes to do it. And it's very, it's strategy based, of course, to form a deck in such little time. It is quite a challenge, and it's a very fun challenge. It's also more balanced and fair to other players when everybody's building their own deck rather than boosting and building their deck before the tournament. So I had a great time. I think I went 2-1 or something like that, but I was eliminated, but I had a great time nonetheless. It was very fun to be a part of. And essentially just for the buy-in of buying your cards, we all were having fun at this awesome event, and it was really fun for everybody in the Magic community. So I want to show you guys some of the cards that have come out with Rivals, so I'll get to that now. Okay, let's get to it. So here's my deck I've built from the pre-release. I want to show you guys this deck and why I chose this deck. I also have a lot of other cards. If you're interested in trading for any of these cards, just let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe we can work out something for that. So here's Bombard. It's a great instant. It gives you 4 damage. Got my lands, of course. We'll go through those. This one lets you search for a land. Land. This one is somewhat useful. He's high defense, low cost to summon. This one I have lots of these cards, so if you're interested in trading for this swaggering Corsair, please let me know. He's a 2/2. He enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter if you attack that turn in your second phase, of course. This one's a Stampeding Horncrest, so this one has haste if you have another dinosaur, which can come in handy. He's a 4/4, 5 mana cost. Strength of the pack puts counters, somewhat useful. This is another land card, or artifact that helps you find land. More dinosaurs that are somewhat useful. Counters. This one's very cool. It's a rare, so I'll pull this one up closer. It is the Galta, the Primal Hunger. And if you can see there, he's a legendary creature. He's an Elder Dinosaur. Galta the Primal Hunger costs X less to cast, where X in the total power of creatures you control. So if you had 5 creatures, it would only cost 7 mana instead of 12. You get to subtract based on the amount of creatures you can have, which is kind of overpowered. It really helps if you have that card. Okay, this one's also pretty cool. He has Enrage. When he's dealt damage, your opponent sacrifices a permanent. So that can be also very powerful. More instants. Kind of go through some of these lesser cards quickly. Alright. This guy's kind of cool. He has Trample. That's nice. Alright, this one's another rare, okay? Death Gorge Scavenger. When he enters the battlefield or whenever he attacks, you may exile the target card from the graveyard. If the creature card is exiled in that way, you gain 2 life. If a non-creature card is exiled in that way, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Interesting little fellow. Okay. Go through the rest of these lands. Enchantments. Polyraptor, this one's very cool. Whenever Polyraptor is damaged, you get a token that's a copy of the Polyraptor. whenever he's dealt damage, which is very, 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 very powerful. So you can imagine this 5/5 Polyraptor getting hurt, and he just spawns another one of himself. I mean, if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. That's probably my favorite card from tonight. More lands, of course, more enchantments, and more instants. That was my pre-release deck. I'm going to get into the Vraska and Angrath decks, which are also extremely powerful. I haven't sleeved them yet, but I do intend to. Also, you guys want to check this out? I got this at a Magic Orientation. It's a creature, Merfolk Wizard. They're going for about $15. I just thought they were pretty cool. Not super useful, but it's a cool looking card. Alright, this is Vraska. I think this is probably the most powerful deck in Rivals. I'm not going to go through all of the cards, but there are some useful ones. This one, if you have Vraska in play, the Planeswalker, you do take 2 life from your opponent, and you gain 2 life when he attacks or blocks. Famished Paladin, I will be replacing. He never untaps. I will be replacing that card. Now we have the big puppy of them all, Vraska. I want to zoom in on this one. So the lesser ability is that you get a +1/0 at the end of the turn. I mean, until the end of the turn, for +2 loyalty points. -3, destroy a target creature. The overpowered ability at the end is until the end of the turn. Everything you have, every creature you control gains Death Touch, and whenever these creatures deal damage to the opponent, the player loses the game. Extremely overpowered. I've been very happy with Vraska, so there's that. There's some other creatures. This one's a sorcery where your opponent loses life and you can take out Vraska. It's a rare. Okay. Also, a lot of things in this edition of Magic are based on the City's Blessing and things like that. If you're familiar with getting the City's Blessing, you have more benefits to your creatures. This is a Golem 4/4, or 3/3, excuse me. The City's Blessing basically just makes your creatures more powerful. More lands, instants, Famished Paladin, Death Touch, Vampire Champion. This can come in handy because he's a 3/3 and he just does Death Touch right away. Flying 2/2, planes, another Vampire Champion, more lands, clerics, Vampire Soldiers. This is that same Vraska Scorn sorcery card. Of course, my white planes mana cards, another Vampire Soldier, Deathless Ancient, more of these creatures and lands, more Vampire Soldiers. This one's Exalted Sky Marcher as a 3/3 with flying. More Vampire Soldiers. This one's nice. I'll zoom in on him. When Champion of Dusk enters the battlefield, this is just like the Elder Dinosaur, well, very similar to. When he enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of vampires you control. That's... I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It's a rare. I kind of have mixed feelings about it because it takes damage from you, which is weird. I might be replacing him. I don't know. This one is the Vraska Scorn, so I have 3 of those. I'm not interested in trading them, though, because they're really good. This is a Paladin of Atonement. At the beginning of the upkeep, if you lose life, you put a +1/+1 on the Paladin of Atonement. So basically, you lose life, you gain counters, which is helpful. That is Vraska. As you can see, there's nothing extremely crazy about the other cards in the deck. It's mostly focused around the Planeswalker Vraska, which is extremely overpowered. But if you buy this deck for $15 and it comes with the 2 booster packs, and you decide to boost it with some really nice cards, it can be extremely powerful. That is that. That's Vraska. Now this one's Angrath, and I'm less impressed with Angrath, but I will show them to you. I'm sure some of you are interested. He's a red deck, red and black. So we got some lands, we got some pirates, lesser pirates, goblin pirates, instants, orc pirates, lands, Golem again, Goblin Pirate. Another one of these guys, which I showed you. I have a lot of them. Another one right here, as a matter of fact. Okay. How did this get in there? I'm not sure how this blue card got into my Ingress. That's extremely weird. Let's set it on the side. +2, +0. Lots of lands. Lots and lots and lots and lots of lands. Goblin Pirate. Orc Pirate. Orc Pirate's pretty good. He's a 3/3, not a super high cost either. This is a rare. You can cast a spell, get a +1/+1 counter, and draw a card. That's fairly useful, I guess. Lands, lands, lands. Human Pirate. Orc Pirate, land. Orc Pirate, land, land, land. Wizard. This one is this is a rare. You just play the sorcery, you get 3 damage to the other player. You get to find Ingress, the Minotaur Pirate, and put it in your hand, but you do have to reveal it. This guy has Menace, somewhat useful, I guess. This is Ingress, so I'm not super crazy about Ingress for a Planeswalker, but he deals 1 damage to your target opponent, which can be good, and the creature that he controls. That's his +2 ability. His -3 is return a pirate card from your graveyard. If you really boost your deck, this can be helpful. Otherwise, it's just kind of another deck to me anyways. -11, if you have 11 loyalty counters you want to use, you can destroy all the creatures that the other guy, your opponent, controls, and then you deal damage to the total power of those creatures. You deal that amount of damage to the opponent. But like I said, there's nothing crazy, and it's another one of those freaking swaggering Corsair Pirates. There's nothing crazy about that deck. I guess I'm just not the biggest fan of it because the supporting cards are so mediocre. This is another Ingress Fury. Deal 3 damage and find Ingress. Lands and instants. Orc Pirates, Goblin Pirates. I don't know if there's anything in here I haven't shown you guys yet. Another Golem land. Yeah, so that's it for him. But if you wanted to look at Ingress, that's some good footage for you guys. I'm going to keep it going here. Got some unopened boosters. Do that on camera for you guys. If you enjoy my Magic gameplay and unboxing videos, please let me know, because I'm doing that for you guys. These cards have already been unboxed, but they are straight from boosters, so if you guys want to trade, just let me know. This is a beast with trample 7/7. It plays at the top part of your library, revealed. Lands, pirate, prying blade, enchantment. Folks. This one's pretty cool. It's a 3/3 with trample. There's a story to this game, if you guys didn't know, and you can find out more about it on the website, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. This one's cool. If you play this card, you get all the other cards of the same name. So this sorcery gives you 3 damage to the other player, and even if he dies, you can use the mana to resurrect it. I mean, it's not a creature, it's a sorcery, but you can get the sorcery back from the graveyard. Okay, 5/5 dinosaur, I guess that's useful. Token artifact is pretty cool. So you don't have to use like paper clips or whatever for your artifacts. This one is extremely useful. This one gives every creature you have flying. Vampire Knight, some Merfolk Shamans, 4/4 Dinosaur, Human Pirate, instance. A lot of these you've probably seen in the J stack from my last video. More lands. This one's a sorcery. Destroys target creature. It's a nice looking card. It's a holographic. You create 2 artifact tokens, and when you sacrifice an artifact, you add a mana to your pool. Yeah, that's nice, I guess. Some good sorceries, but I'm just going to kind of go through them. When this vampire attacks, for each vampire you have, your opponent loses one and you gain one. So that's actually pretty useful. I'm going to be putting that in the deck soon. Probably after I make this video. Sorceries, lands, merfolks, dryads, vampire cleric. This one gives you 4 life when you put it into play. This is an orc pirate, human druid, dinosaur, more dinosaurs, lands, token creature. This is a hexproof 1/1. Lands, shaper of nature can give you counters and stuff if you use mana. This is a flying bat, which is good. He gives you 2 life, and your opponent loses 2 life. And he's flying, and he's a 2/2. So I mean, that's actually a pretty good card, even though it's only a 2/2. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less, and that's pretty cool. I have a lot of these also. If y'all want to trade for a prosperous pirates card. Destroy all target creatures with flying. That's extremely useful. Golem. Awaken Amalgram's power and toughness are equal to the number of differently named lands you control. That's pretty, I mean, it looks cool. It's pretty worthless, though. I don't really want it that much. It does look very cool. If you want to trade for it, let me know. This is the Awaken Amalgam artifact creature Golem. And then we just have a normal human pirate. Okay, so those are those cards. Alright. Thanks for sticking with me. Like I said, welcome to the sub club for all my new viewers and subscribers. I have some cards here to show for City's Blessing, some token creatures here. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff and you sub to my channel and shout me out or something, I can always, help you guys out. I'm always down to do stuff like that. So I'm just going to go through these other cards real quick. A lot of instants, merfolks, goblin pirates. Shatters, destroys a permanent. Enchantments. Flying creature. This one's cool. It has vigilance and lifelink. If you pay 7 life, you destroy a target non-land permanent. He's a 4/4. Very useful. I'll put that in the deck. His name is Vona, Butcher of Magan. He's a legendary creature vampire knight. Ixalan's Binding. You get to exile a non-land permanent. So that's extremely useful, especially if your opponent has a planeswalker in play. This is a dinosaur, vampire soldier, vampire, artifact, flying. I do want to show you guys this because it's pretty cool. Storm Sculptor can't be blocked. When he enters the battlefield, you return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So you sacrifice a creature, but you have a creature that can't be blocked. This one's horrible. I don't want this at all. Okay. If you guys want to hit me up. This one's good. It's an instant counter target spell. Create X colorless treasure artifact tokens, where X is the spell's converted mana cost. So the spell's converted mana cost is 5, so you have 5 tokens, which is pretty cool. So that's a rare. It's pretty useful, I guess. Yada yada yada. It's another flying 2/1. Oh, legendary creature, elder dinosaur, Nezahal, Primal Tide. He cannot be countered. You have no maximum hand size. You can draw or keep as many cards as you want in your hand. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, you draw a card, and you discard 3 cards. Exile Nezahal. So, pretty freaking cool. Really, really good. I'm going to put that in a deck. I have a blue deck if I have one. Lying around somewhere. This one's cool because it's a horse. This one's a 1/2 insect. I'll definitely keep that. 3/3 flying. That's good. Oh man, just keep them coming. This one's a token creature with lifelink to 1/1. I don't know. I just find lifelink to be pretty cool. Those are all my cards from the pre-release. I'm going to open some boosters if you guys want to check those out. Thanks for sticking with me, those of you who have stuck with me this far into the video. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the sub club. For those of you who have recently subscribed, I dropped my Ixalan pack. And I will keep it going. Hope you guys like my sub placement. I really like it. Ixalan 15 card booster pack. Let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't take me this long to open all my booster packs. Cracking of the pack. Instant Dinosaur Pterodon Knight. Guys, remember, this is the first time I'm looking at these cards too, so I'm opening them now. Instant Land. Instant Pirate. Creature that's a beast. Pirate. Sorcery. Exile. Ooh, this is a rare. Exile 5 target creature cards from the graveyard. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles, put all cards from the pile and your choice onto the battlefield you control into the rest of the owner's graveyards. I'm going to put that in the deck. That's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to set him aside. Another land and a token art. Put that in my pile of boosted cards. The rest of these boosters are rivals, not Ixalan, but rivals of Ixalan. So that was the horse. We got the vampire soldier, sorcery, merfolk shaman, elemental, pirate, instant, dinosaur. Elder dinosaur! Zakama the primal calamity. Has vigilance, reach, and trample. When Zakama Primal Calamity enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap all lands you control. Very, very, very cool. And he also has abilities. You can deal 3 damage to target creature, destroy target artifact and enchantment, and you gain 3 life when you spend mana. I'm going to put him in a deck for sure. Only thing that sucks, he is very useful, but he takes red, green, and white mana to cast. So I'll have to think about that guy. Oh wow, I'm going to do that. Keep it going. 1/2 dinosaur with trample. That is ridiculous. Okay. Instance. I don't like most of these cards. Almost all these I have already. This is a rare enchantment, Ascend. If you have 10 more permanents, you get City's Blessing, which is always good. Beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. If you have the City's Blessing, instead only you draw a card. Well, I don't like that. It makes me not want to have the City's Blessing. This is a 1/1 hexproof merfolk. Why do they even have these 1/1? Like, why would I want to open a pack and have a 1/1? Instant destroy target creature. This guy can't be destroyed by dinosaurs. I mean, blocked by dinosaurs. This one's good. He's enraged, and when he's dealt damage, you give 2 damage to the other opponent. This is that horse again. More sorceries, pirate, sorcery, pirate. Without Orchard. Charging Tuskadon. Kakofadon. Ooh, legendary creature, another Elder Dinosaur. He's a 6/6, his name is Ixalan Primal Storm. Whenever Ixalan Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, then you may cast any number of non-land cards exiled in this way without paying their mana cost. That is insane. Definitely put him in a deck. Let me put him over here. I want to remember to put him in a deck. Alright, just 3 more boosters if you guys are watching. Welcome to the soft start. For those of you newly tuning in, thank you for subscribing and watching. If you're into any cool gaming content, tabletop gaming, Magic the Gathering, or video games, you've come to the right place. Also for comedy skits and things such as that. My name is Comic Solution. I will be your host for today's channel. Footage. Flying creatures, goblin, pirate, sorcery, instant, horse, artifact, vampire soldier, sorcery. This is a merfolk shaman. This is a land. This is a flying with 2/2. This is an artifact. It's a rare. Cards in the graveyards can't be targets of spells or abilities. So that's pretty good. But I mean, like, why would you cast a spell on something in the graveyard? But 4, tap 4, exile Silent Gravestone and all cards from the graveyards. Draw a card. Wow, that's insane. This is a human pirate. It's a 1/4. And why does it have a holographic? It's worthless. All right. Two more packs. Keep it going. Those of you just tuning in, welcome to the Sub Club. Thanks for watching. I'm Comic Solution. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already for all types of cool gaming content. This is a Pterodon flying Merfolk Warrior, Goblin Pirate, Merfolk Warrior, Vampire Knight, instant. It kills flying creatures. Human Pirate, instant. Artifact, Dinosaur, instant. What is this? When induced amnesia, this is an enchantment, enters the battlefield, target player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down that draws that many cards. When induced amnesia is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return the exiled creatures to the owner's hand. That's extremely weird. Okay. That's useful though, I guess. Alright, one more booster. And we're going to wrap it up. Do the last Rivals of Ixalan booster for today. You gotta be kidding me. Starting out with another swaggering Corsair, who I've been saying all day, I have way too many of these. Please, take my cards, please. Vampire Soldier, enchantment. Dinosaur, enchantment, instant. A lizard, 5/3, that's pretty cool. This one's flying. This is a dinosaur. 2/1 vampire. Sorcery. Enchantment. Ooh. Whenever Raging Regisaur attacks, deal 1 damage to creature or player. That's awesome. Legendary creature. Here we go. This one I'm talking about. Legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur, has Death Touch. Reveal Tetzimoc, Primal Death from your hand, put a prey counter on target creature, activate this ability only during your turn. When Tetzimoc enters the battlefield, destroy each creature your opponents control with a prey counter on it. Wow, very cool. And a token artifact. Guys, I really sincerely hope that you enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking with me this long. For those of you who are still watching, welcome to the Sub Club. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more content if you haven't done so already. I do have my social media links in the description box below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I love you very much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to keep it Duffy.